Hello everybody and welcome to Corfe Castle Station on the Isle of Purbeck. Now today I'm going to be travelling up and down the Swanage Railway as it is their diesel gala this weekend. Now I'm filming on the Sunday, which is the final of the 3 heritage days. Now this is probably the best day for the diesel gala, as on both the Friday and the Saturday things had gone wrong. For a start, on Friday, 50021, otherwise known as Rodney, had failed, which was not a good start. And then 50026 derailed on Saturday evening, just up the line, in between Corfe Castle and Norden. Anyway, let's wait for our first train, which is going to be one of the much more reliable Class 33s. This is the one that went on the Jurassic Crompton rail tour, and this is now coming into Corfe Castle on its way from Swanage to Norden, which is at this end of the line and is the closest station to Purbeck Park. Just up the line from Corfe Castle Station is Corfe Castle Sidings. As you can see, both Class 50s were parked up in the sidings.
The train shortly arriving at platform 2 is the 10:20 service to Swanage. This train will call at Harmon's Cross, Hurston Holt by request, and Swanage. If you wish to alight at Hurston Holt, please contact the guard before departure, as this stop is a request stop. The accessible space on this service is in coach C, in the middle of this train. Platform 2 for the 10:20 service to Swanage.
Here is Class 33 D6515 coming into Corfe Castle on its way from Norden to Swanage. I'm going to be taking this all the way through Harmon's Cross and Hurston Holt to the end of the line at the coast at Swanage. The majority of trains uses the same set of coaches, which included this Pullman rail car. I didn't really like it as much as it looked good. Half the time it is busy and half the time it is quiet. It also looks very strange.
in there.
Here we are going past Castle siding, so 50021 and 50026 were being stored, as well as a number of other diesels, DMUs and carriages. Here we are coming into the lovely station of Harman's Cross. Because of the fault with the tracks at Corfe Castle, trains now have to pass here at Harman's Cross. As you can see, Severn Valley Railway Class 52 Western D1015 is waiting for us to pull into the station and clear the single line to Corfe Castle and Norden. and steam locomotives were being stored at the adjacent sidings, including the carriages for the Jurassic Crompton Rail Tour.
Platform 2 for the 1100 service to London.
Here is GB Rail Freight 69002 coming into Swanage Station at Platform 1 with the coaches for the Jurassic Crompton Rail Tour. Because this train was going to take the Jurassic Crompton Rail Tour back on its way later this afternoon, it didn't do any runs on the Sunday. However, it did do some runs on the Friday and the Saturday. GB Rail Freight 69007 was supposed to haul the Jurassic Crompton Rail Tour. However, there was a problem with the train, which is why GB Rail Freight supplied 69002 instead. Here is an East Lancs Railway, Class 24, known as Phil Southern, coming into Platform 2 to haul the next service back up the line to Corfe Castle and Norden.
That one there, to the right hand of the little dial.
Wait a minute, I thought this was a diesel Gala video, not a bus video. Well, I thought I'd try and get in some open-top bus action as well, since this was the first day of the Jurassic Coaster X50, which is part of the First Wessex network. There was also a very good bus on the route today, which was this Volvo B70L Right Eclipse Gemini, which used to operate on the Exmoor coaster in Somerset. Instead of patching the Class 24, otherwise known as Phil Southern, back up the line to Corfe Castle, I thought I'll take a ride on the open-top bus and catch the Class 24 back from Corfe Castle to Swanage, to save me having to go on the Class 24 twice. right at its Gemini, on its way to Wareham, Lulworth Cove and Weymouth. The X50 is a very good bus as it's open top and runs every 2 hours between Swanage and Weymouth via Lulworth Cove. Although it's a very good bus route, more bus operate the rival Jurassic Breezer 30 bus, which basically does the same route, although that is double-decker, not open top. As you can see, I managed to just beat the Class 24. I would have beaten it a bit more if my bus wasn't ever so slightly late. Anyway, let's watch it go on its way up the line to Norden.
Get out of here! Adam, yeah.
Here we can see all the engineers trying to examine and fix the line that got damaged just after Corfe Castle Station.
Well, I text you, I'll meet you later. I'll go to the friends up there.
Here we are leaving Corfe Castle on our way back towards Swanage. service both Class 20s as well as 33111 on their way back towards Cove Castle and Norden. Find out in part 2 how I try to get on these trains and only just about manage. Anyway, it was quite an extraordinary sight, seeing two Class 20s paired up with a Class 33. Back into Swanage once again. As we can see, Class 52 D1015 is currently on the turntable, awaiting this set of carriages to arrive into the platform. After that, the train will then hook up to this set of carriages to form the next service back to Norden, which I will also be travelling on. Now I think it's time for you to take a little rest break from watching my Diesel Gala videos. Find out in part 2 whether or not I get this Western to call at Hurston Holt and whether or not I can make the Class 20s. Bye everyone, and I'll see you in part 2.